Good morning and hello world. I'm Miyah Sundermeyer and I would like to welcome you to the latest episode of my blog series. So far, I have been able to share my own experiences with you guys on what it's like for me to live with Asperger's syndrome. Other times I will give my 2 cents on what's going on with autism in the media. A third area entails giving tips and advice to individuals on the spectrum and to their friends and their families and their peers and their mentors and anybody in the autism community. And another thing that I do is I like to conduct interviews and finally cover topics that I'm passionate about that are not autism related. And before I dive into this morning's topic, what I would like to do first is give a shout out to two great autism resources right here on YouTube. So the first one is a shout out to a TED Talk by Dr. Temple Grandin, and that one is The World Needs Different Kinds of Minds. And second one is a podcast and a vlog called Speaking Geek, and the name of the author of that blog and podcast is Jennifer O'Toole. She has Asperger's syndrome like us, and be sure to check out this podcast. It's called Talking to Yourself, and that's all about standing up against bullying and learning how to like yourself and realize that just because other people have something bad to say about you doesn't mean it's necessarily true. And what I would like to do today is talk all about neurotypicals and how they happen to treat us in society. So there's one thing that I have really learned about NTs versus those who are on the autism spectrum, and it doesn't matter if you clean a parking lot at McDonald's or clean the lobby, or if you're a parent of a child and you have a high-paying job and you have a family of your own. There are neurotypicals who claim to believe in us, and they are nicety nice to our faces, and they will say things to you like, oh, I'm so proud of you. I like it that you got a master's degree in this area. And I'm really proud that you work at XYZ company, or you work at this not-for-profit organization. Oh, you got a doctor's degree. I love you. You're going to be a natural in the autism community. And in my case, some people tell me I'll follow in the footsteps of Dr. Grandin and tell me that I'm a natural leader and that I'm straightforward and I'm honest. But what they will do is they will, like what Laura Nadine said in the last video that I had posted as a card in on being discouraged from the jury duty, is she said that there are parents that don't want her at their parent support groups because they're trying to get away from people like us. And that is exactly what I have seen, and I saw that a few weeks ago, like when I went over to the birthday party of this friend and the mother that were talking about me behind my back about the jury duty. These three moms wanted to get together and they wanted to chat about issues, and I asked if I could join the conversation. No, you may not. This information is confidential, but thank you for asking. And it was really, really fake. So I felt really, really left out. And it's really sad that they want to, not just them, but neurotypical parents in general want to separate themselves from anybody who is on the spectrum because they want to be with other people that they can relate, and that, again, they can talk about us behind our backs. And what I've noticed about these neurotypical parents is that a lot of them seem to be nicety nice to our faces, kind of like I just pointed out where they mention they're proud of you for this or that. And then they go behind your back and they rip on you and they talk about how broken you are and how you need to be fixed and why you need to be fixed. And they also, again, they exclude us from things. And they complain about our flaws behind our backs. And like in my case, I had people that complained behind my back because they were too scared to tell me that they didn't think I could be a good juror because of my autism. And that was because, A, they didn't want to hurt my feelings, and B, they did not want to they didn't want to deal with me because they know I'm a very honest person, and they know that I would not approve of what they said. And this time they sent their daughter after me, this so-called friend who said those things to my face. And it's really sad, because you think that they would be willing to listen to me and look up to me, but rather they want to look down at me. And it's amazing how many of these neurotypical parents and these other neurotypicals involved in the autism community will look down at you, even though they pretend to look up, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments on what I've just talked about, I would love to hear from you. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and share this on Twitter and on Facebook and any form of social media and with your autism support groups and autism organizations. Until next time, I'm Miyah Sundermeyer.